Greetings everyone, and Great here for another Dawn of War 2 Elite Mod replay. As the Chaos Lord, we have Pax. Spawn as the Lictor Alpha, we have Dark, Riku. Also got Termagants into versus Chaos Marines, pretty standard. He hopes. Pretty hard to read because it's yellow text on brownish terrain.
Chaos Space Marines, eternally eager for war.
Also have the Heretics are eyeing for the PowerPoint, and we've got the Rook's Point being catching up. Both sides going for a balanced approach, not going for soul power. We do now have a second squad of Termagants as well as a second squad of Heretics. Heretics, of course, are going to be very effective versus the Hormagaunts. Termagants, of course, are a ranged unit. All depends on angle and positioning within that sort of engagement. Lictor Alpha is a good melee specialist as well, but not the most durable melee specialist. Chaos Lord is, of course, an excellent melee specialist who is very durable. Termagants do get inside the garrison there. There's a lot of windows for the use. Looks like 7 windows. And now the Chaos Lord's seen a bit of fire as well. This Termagant squad advance forward. Does get some shots there on the Chaos Lord. Trying to get after that VP now. Lictor Alpha does grab a model there. Now it's going to be trying to eat him up. We do got the Hormagaunts advancing forward. It's for that special attack there. Hormagaunts and Lictor Alpha is pushing forward. Does get good connection there with the Heretic squad. Got another Heretic squad here as well. So I don't think the Lictor Alpha will win this fight. Does fall back to the Hormagaunts. Lictor Alpha still in the engagement there. And Lictor Alpha now is seeing a bit of damage. Needs to fall back sooner rather than later. We got the Chaos Lord fully withdrawing. And the Lictor Alpha does fall back now. It does get a number of models on one of those Heretic squads, which is good. You now have the Warrior Brood now being pulled on out. One Synapse generator over here and one power generator over here. Make that second power generator over here. You now have the Termagants receiving a bit of fire there from the Chaos Marines, but do get behind some heavy cover there to engage the Chaos Marines back. Now the squad Termagants trying to engage the Chaos Marines. Chaos Marines do, of course, be reasonable versus in melee. Does get behind his own heavy cover there. This squad is in open ground. Does go and get into heavy cover as well. This may be point blank in which they ignore cover bonuses. Warrior Brood now deployed on the field. Will we see the Barbed Strangler Cannon, or is it going to be a melee one? A melee one wouldn't be half bad as a front line to support as Termagants, but of course the suppression one is pretty good. Also a good way to hit the generator as well, because those do bonus damage to generators or structures. Got engagement there. Looks like something got forced back there. We got the Aspirant Champion on this Heretic squad. And the Lictor Alpha does fall back now. Termagant's moving over here. Does have the Toxin Sac upgrade. So fast could poison some of these forces. This one's being upgraded to Toxin Sac now. And now it's going to get some good melee hits there on the retreat. Does get one of the Heretics. They're expendable.
I am here to lead you.
Objective located.
Chaos Marines now being upgraded. The Eternal War upgrade. And now do you have the Termagants to capture that power point as well. He could activate it.
We are Legion.
Give me a challenge.
Ritual now active.
You may fail us this day.
And Hormagaunts received a bit of fire there. We do have this Heretic squad. Ritual active. Chaos Marines see a bit of fire there. We do got the Heretic squad advance forward. Warrior Brood trying to engage. Let's get a good suppression hit there. Toxin Sacs activated on top of the Heretic squad. Heretics are now advanced forward. Warrior Brood does fall back there. Chaos Marines receive a bit of damage there. Got those forces retreating back. Both of the Tyranids or Termagants are still here, and now both Heretic squads are going to try to overrun them now. Let's use Toxic Poison one of them, and the other squad will be falling back. Lictor Alpha has been upgraded with the Feeding Tendrils. Increases the Lictor offensive power. Each strike gives target heals Lictor for 1.5% of its maximum health and does have good damage output. So it's like the Sanguine Chainsword for those who like to play the Apothecary.
If that victory point is lost,
Do we have another Warrior Brood going for? It's going for heavy in tier 1. The Chaos Lord looks like it's going for tier 2 right now. Just needs more energy or power. Does have the 3 power generators here. We've got 3 synapse generators here. And this point was not activated.
We shall triumph. There is the key to victory.
I heard Tyranids attack. Not sure what it was there, but we do got the Termagants and Hormagants here. We got the Barb Strangler Cannon there. And not fully reinforced, and the other Warrior Brood does get cancelled.
call now upon the unholy power of the Chaos Gods.
Level 2 Chaos Temple now. Hormagants advance forward. One that does go down. Doesn't need one of the models here. Does see a bit of Barb Strangler Thorn Cannon. That's the actual part of the effects there. The Barb Strangler Cannon. Barb Strangler, just that. No cannon. Does get a nice poison toxin there, and great Combine Flamer. Who needs to gauge some melee when you can just burn them at range? Vader's getting some great hits there on the Hormagants. They haven't upgraded the adrenal glands. Warrior Brood received a bit of damage there, and now Duke got the Chaos Lord advance forward. No Toxin Sack again onto him. Remember, he has 2 squads, that means he has 2 Toxin Sacks. Get some good damage here. Maybe use both of them on the first volley.
Reach your requisition point.
Crippling Poison ability, not Toxin Sack. Toxin Sack is the upgrade. Lictor Alpha capturing up the flanks. And now both players going for tier 2, and I think something got queued up for the Chaos Lord. I'm not sure what it was. There's the Toxin Crippling Poison ability there. Their squad slowly trying to advance on forward. Lictor Alpha moving around. Bloodletter's is now in the view queue. That's what he had queued up. And as for unit is sort of falling back over here. Got this Hormagant squad getting healed on up. Barb Strangler gained some good hits there. Chaos Heretic squad now falling on back. Chaos Lord only upgraded the Combine Flame at the moment. Heretic squad could blow up one of the models here, but the Lictor Alpha of course has health regen for each strike. Does get a good crippling poison there. There's the Tormagants engage. Ritual's been activated. Lictor Alpha does fall back. Receive too much fire there from the Bloodletters. Bloodletters does get some hits there on the Hormagants. Does only get one of the models, however. Hormagant squad now seeing a bit of fire there. And now you got some Gene Stealers. Nope. The color is purple, not blue, so they can't steal any blue genes, just purple genes. Get some good damage there on the Heretic squad. It does fall back now and doesn't fully capture that requisition point.
Give me a challenge. Mine is the will of the Dark Gods.
I think the Warrior Brood may get interrupted, though it could perhaps capture up that requisition point. Probably wants to go for the Combine Flamer ability, honestly. And does go ahead and fall back nice and early. Sure, he could have captured it, but he may have lost a squad in return. Termagants advance forward with the Gene Sealers.
You are losing us a victory point.
Chaos Marines do fall back. We do got the Lictor Alpha moving over there and not being fully kitted out. You have the Lone Hunter. Lictor Alpha does 40% more damage, take 25% less damage when not with an allied unit. So now he is a perfect capping squad. If he gets attacked, he can defend himself quite easily. He also been upgraded the Deadly Jump ability. It grants him the Assault Leap ability, basically giving him a tactical jump. Also increase health by 150. Knockback of a raise of 10. That seems really, really large as well. So yeah, stay away from the Lictor Alpha, or else you'll get, and you have to stay really far away. Hormagaunts advancing forward. We got the ritual now being activated. Genestealers and Hormagaunts advancing forward. Armor the Inferno getting some great hits there. Very, very good cast there. And very good surprise cast as well. Online Flame also gets some burning effects there. Genestealers do get health upon swiping something. Bloodletters are winning out versus Genestealer. Genestealers are a bit of a glass cannon. They do have 1,050 health. I always feel like they disintegrate pretty quickly. In comparison, Bloodletters have 1,200 health. I always feel like Genestealers, they don't last long in combat. If they get a really good engagement, or they don't get a good engagement at all. Fidelity Tower now receiving some fire, or slices. I suppose it technically is fire. Those swords are flaming. You're now the Lictor Alpha engaging. Remember, this is Lone Hunter and get health regen per slice. He gets also 25% less damage, maybe more important, dealing 40% more damage for keeping him survivable. He's perhaps, the Genestealers may be too close right now. At least Seep right there. Now they're definitely too close. Those jump away and escape out with 15 health remaining. Genestealers now falling back as well. And the automatic weapons fire did not hit that Lictor Alpha. Heretic Squad being chased by the Termagants and by the Warrior Brood. He perhaps could use the crippling poison so he can follow up the barbed strangler cannon weapon damage. Got quite a bit of resources for the Chaos Lord. We may be seeing tier 3. Oh, we are seeing tier 3. He has a good amount of resources stockpile as well. Maybe going for a Predator tank wouldn't be half bad. One's lacking anti-vehicle weapons damage at the moment. Crippling poison does connect there. Adrenal gland, Hormagaunts advancing forward as well. Gets a good hit there, but of course the no suppression from there. Hormagaun squad is falling back. Chaos Heretics are getting a nice ritual there. Top up the health of the Bloodletters if they stay within that ritual. Give them some 10 extra health regen per second. Doesn't get a hit there. And that single Heretic, oh, is using the ritual there. It's just the Aspiring Champion remains. He can't detonate with the models there for suppression. I do have the, oh, good knockback there. Not sure what caused that knockback. Warrior Brood advancing forward. Bloodletters engage the Warrior Brood. Genestealers advancing forward. Does get temporary Bloodletters now deployed on the field. Genestealers are falling back. We got a Master Trick coming out by the Tyranid player now. Both players going for tier 3. The Chaos Lord has a lot of resources. He may be eyeing for a great unpleading with the amount of resources he has stockpiled up. Does grab one of those Chaos Marines.
Here's a splendid cathedral of pain and blood worthy of a Black Crusade.
Got a Capillary Tower over here. Try and burn these power generators. Oh, I don't think the Combine Flamer flame effect actually burns buildings. Yeah, it does not burn buildings. The Synapse generators actually have minor health regen, which makes sense. They are technically Tyranid, so they do have inherent buff with their Synapse generators. Minor health regen. Not like that really makes much of a difference, but it is actually quite... Oh yeah, that's the reason why he has health regen. You can't repair structures or vehicles as Tyranids. They have to have that health regen. Because there's literally no other way to heal it up. I'm such an idiot. Tyranids don't know how to use wrenches. Good tick there, and we do have the Chaos Lord falling back. Got the Thorax Swarm there. Increase the Warrior's Brood speed by 50, health by 20, and grants Electroshock, Rubber, Desecrator, Lava abilities, which I believe allows him to snare vehicles. Squads with the Thorax Swarm cannot be upgraded to Adrenal Glands yet. There's the Deadly Leap build there, knocking back the Bloodletters, stopping the decapture there. Does activate a ritual there, giving the Bloodletters a good amount of health regen. Looks like he's going to eat those heretics first. Decides to fall back right there. Since his army was coming over here, he's going to get debuffs from being near them, so might as well retreat it back nice and early. Bloodletters do try and engage the Barb Strangler as well. Needs a crippling poison there. Does get a effect there, knock back those forces. Looks like temporary Bloodletters have been called on in. The Great Unclean One has been put on field. Does lose a heretic squad right there. Temporary Bloodletters and Bloodletters push their way forward. We've got a bit of a glitch where there's two Great Unclean One icons. Yep, but that's only the one though. The other one just a bit of a visual bug after that heretic went down the same time that got deployed on out. Okay, those Bloodletters can stop screaming. Right now, the Chaos Lord has less VPs. Red has Lictor Alpha has a good reserve of VPs. Their squad does fall back. Doing a good job of forcing back, using the heretics to capture the flank, but also doing a good job of forcing back with the Warrior Brood. Lictor Alpha now advancing on forward. Not by Oz Lonesome, because this guy's a little bit too close. And it does camouflage on in. And now to got a Carnifex spawn field, he needs to be a Venom Cannon as soon as possible. I don't think he's seen the Great Unclean One yet, has he? I do now have a Venom Brood being plotted on field. Very, very nice. We'll need the anti-vehicle, that's for sure. Does spot the Carnifex now and the Great Unclean One. The Great Unclean One should win out versus the Carnifex. I'll be surprised if it doesn't. If its forces moving around the flanks, getting some hits there on the Bloodletters. Yeah, that. And now with the ritual there, gain the Great Unclean One extra health. Let's use the Larva Grub thing. Getting a snare effect. Venom Brood now engaging. Carnifex is doing a good job of being resilient. Does take out, force back those heretics. Bloodletters force back these melee forces. Ooh, gets a great cast there on the retreating squads. The Hormigaunt squad may actually bleed out, and does affect the Venom Brood as well. Carnifex engaging, being upgraded the melee variant, not the Venom Cannon variant. I suppose that wouldn't be half bad upgrade as well. And now the Bloodletters getting some good hits there. Carnifex trying to run away. Now you can pull out some Rippers if I remember correctly as well. And which Faramore accessibility also spawns Rippers around the Carnifex that may be necessary. Look, Alpha does got a grab, but does get grabbed as well. I don't know why I found that humorous. He infects you. You don't infect him. And now we got a Chaos Predator here. Has an upgraded Mark of Corn variant, which honestly the Mark of Nurgle variant wouldn't be half bad for the damage resistance, melee damage resistance, since his opponent has the Carnifex, which is upgraded the melee variant, but it may not be able to realize it's a melee variant just yet because I don't know if there's any visual indication of that. And of course, that's the only thing that really poses a threat. I suppose also the Venom Brood, which I can't see because he has too many units on the field. There's the Venom Brood. Has a spotting little trait there.
You are losing us a victory point.
And does spot the Chaos Predator now, and the Mark of Corn variant. These heavy bolters will do some severe damage to that Hormigaunt. It's a good capping squad going flank. It's not going to be very useful for pretty much the rest of the game in combat, but going around capping the points is just as critical in this part of the game. Got Ritual activated there. Start pushes forward, got some Rippers advancing forward as well. Great vomit there, and a great cast there by the Great Unclean One. The Termagant squad needs to fall back. The Bloodletters receiving quite a bit of fire there. Venom Brood does fall back as well. Far too many casts. He got annihilated by those casts. And now the Carnifex sprinting away, trying to avoid any additional fire. Chaos Predator now in pursuit. He could pass up pursuit to get some extra damage on the Carnifex. Now got the Lictor Alpha engaging the Chaos Lord. The Chaos Lord's not fully kitted out at the moment, and the Lictor Alpha's getting a lot of free damage there. Does not capture the point there. That could have gave him a triple capture. There's still a double capture against the Lictor Alpha. He needs to start capture at this point as soon as possible.
The enemy
Nurgle spraying disease to the Gene Stealer infection. I suppose he is. Do now got the Carnifex. Carnifex not fully healed just yet. We got the Venom Brood here. He's trying to hit the flank, trying to get the VP secured. Using that Hormigaunt. The Hormigaunt's still alive. Yeah, he needs to use a Hormigaunt to capture that point and perhaps queue it up to capture some other points while at it. Not going to do much any further engagements.
Victory point is lost.
Over here, the Alpha's decapturing this point as well. Very, very good. He needs to play for the VP game. Right now it's 140 to 143. And now it is locked there for a moment. Rippers are wrapping on forward. They're getting ripped apart just as they're... No, don't use the vomit on Rippers. That was a big waste of that cast. And now here comes the big stomp. Nope, that's more vomit. Never mind. Great hit there, as well as getting the stomp there. A lot of kills there. The Hormagaunts may get wiped out. Carnifex pushing forward. Venom Brood is falling back. The Termagants both survive, barely. The Tyranid player, yeah, he's getting hit by those AoEs hard because he's keep on piling up all his forces in one location. So the Drain Clean was doing some great work there. Chaos Lord now trying to capture up this VP once again. He has enough red points for a Tyranna formation that maybe he needs to use in order to crack his next assault. Havoc squad right here. Not being upgraded to anything at the moment. Repairing up the Predator tank, very nice. And there's the Armor of the Inferno. Another good AoE ability that he's been lined up right there for. D0 is now trying to camouflage in.
The dark gods favor us with enemies.
A requisition point is slipping away. Your forces remain.
And now we got the Combine Flamer effect there, getting some great damage. He's once again getting hit by massive AoE damage. Over here, the Lictor Alpha's capturing up this point. Bloodletter's trying to intercept him. Didn't really need to use that teleport there. And does get the point decaptured at least. He needs to get this point recaptured because right now he's counting down tickets quickly. And now we've got a shrine here. Not any rituals going on, and the temporary bloodletters will go down, and a shrine will go down before any more temporary bloodletters. The Mark of Khorne temporary bloodletters are just not that great. I say the Nurgle and the Zinch ones are better than the Khorne ones, in my opinion. Nurgle one's great for just extra health regen as well as just get a bit of suppression, while the Zinch one actually does decent work as a turret. He hits there. Venom Brood's firing away against the Grand Clown, getting some damage there. Gene Stealers could perhaps hit them from the flank. Red Tank firing away. Termagant's trying to decapture the point. He's probably going to be vomited on right now. Does get vomited on there. There's a Tyranna formation on top of the Predator tank. Grand Clean one may get hit by one of those stalagmites. And he does get infection there. Gene Stealers do skip on other. Gene Stealers do get wiped out. Bloodletters getting some hits, and the central point has been deactivated. Venom Brood's running away. Where's that Carnifex still back there? I'm not sure why it hasn't pushed on forward. Central point's being recaptured. And the rest of these 4-man offensive lights are starting to go on down. And now the Grand Cleaver's using fire there. He did receive the hits there from that larva, but it's double capture against him. It's soon to be triple capture. Chaos Lord may get the capture off before getting taken out by those Hormagaunts. Got this point being deactivated over here. That's very critical. He's running low on tickets very, very quickly. And he does get the point captured before the Chaos Lord does go down. Grand Brood now sprinting away, takes a nearby ritual. Warrior Brood does fall back there. Warrior Brew does get wiped out. Got Chaos Terminators now pushing forward, hitting that Venom Brew. Got another decapture there. And still point capture in favor. How close is this? Does get this one captured up, slowing down the VPs. Now the Carnifex is engaging. The Great and Clean One may go down. Predator Tank's here to support. Carnifex, it doesn't say it gets damage resistance, melee damage resistance anymore. And the Carnifex will go down. The Great and Clean One will stay alive. Now I got to look to Alpha here. He's capturing up the Terminators. I don't think he's going to capture that. Oh, capture them. Stop it from being captured in time, so there's likely going to be game right here. At this point, it's being decaptured.
We have the victory point. Are we feet behind? Triumph.
This is Anna Grade saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.